So my name's Mario. I'm a CAD manager. I was using AutoCAD and then I switched to Revit. And for more reviews like this, click on the link below. The business problems that we had in the past was it depends if you're mechanical or architectural. In an architectural, which we'll be discussing, you have to have a lot of drawings for your different layouts, your floor plan, your ceiling plan, all these other types of plans that go into an architectural plan, which is an immense amount of data. And so with AutoCAD, you can kind of do it only so much. It's not necessarily a smart software if you think about it. It's just lines and squares and circles, very basic, which can be powerful. But when it comes to now looking at a 3D view or a different view of the layout, left side view of the room or the right side view of the room, it may change. And so you have to redraw that over again. And there's tips and tricks to take shortcuts to do it, but yet you still have to redraw it. Whereas Revit came into play that helped us with that problem. So Revit is best for making a model of your design or your architecture. If you have a building plan, Revit is best for making that 3D model very quickly in a short amount of time. Whereas what would take you maybe a couple days to do in AutoCAD, Revit can draw up some walls, draw up a whole room in a matter of hours. It can do, if you know what you want, it can do an entire home probably in that same day or day and a half. And so it's really good at creating data in a 3D model and then extracting that data and make all kinds of layouts, floor plans, side views, ceiling plans, framing plan. It's very good at that. AutoCAD is best for doing 2D drawings for any industry. If you're doing 2D drawings to make shirts, trace images, building conveyors, whatever it is, 2D drawings are used in a lot of industries, and AutoCAD is the best software in the world to be able to do 2D drawings. They've been doing it for a long time. That's what AutoCAD, just that software, AutoCAD, is designed for. It can also do 3D modeling, but you don't want to do 3D modeling with AutoCAD. AutoCAD's 3D modeling is not a history-based 3D modeler, meaning if you make a circle and extrude it, normally on the left side you have a browser or a tree of some sort that tells you, hey, you can undo that if you want. Or look at the last three steps. Let's undo the last three steps. Once you do it, it's done. And if you want to bring it back, you gotta make another action and extrude it and cut away back down. So don't use AutoCAD for 3D. It's meant for 2D. Simple things, direct views, Excel's in that. So that's what it's best for. So the onboarding for AutoCAD and for Revit was pretty much the same. AutoCAD has a lot of different features. Once you know how to use them, uh, is fast, but getting to know how to use them, if not having a formal training, might take you, I don't know, a couple months, 6 to 9 months if you're watching YouTube videos doing it yourself. Same thing with Revit. There's a lot of buttons, you don't know what they are, but once you know them, it's really easy. But if you don't have any formal training, you're looking at about 6 months to 9 months, maybe a year on both. But if you have formal training, maybe a week of class, then it'll only take you maybe, I don't know, 4 weeks, and you're pretty much on your own and you're good, and you just start getting really fast at that point. But I would say they're both about the same, about that long. You definitely first and foremost want to ask yourself, what field do I work in? If it's architecture, without a doubt, drop AutoCAD. It's not even a thought. Go to Revit. You're going to thank yourself later. If you're a mechanical or you're a mechanical designer working in anything with design, mechanical design, you shouldn't even be considering Revit. It's not even for you. That's completely a different ballgame. If you're looking at civil, like streets, civil kind of work, structures, buildings, Revit is a consideration, but Civil 3D is probably more your thing, which is a different software altogether. AutoCAD and Autodesk do a great thing about giving you different softwares for different tasks. Comparing Revit and AutoCAD, in my opinion, really isn't even a good comparison. AutoCAD and Revit can be used side by side. Once you do what you need to do in Revit first, your 3D model, architecture, building, whatever you have, you can delve into AutoCAD to change a couple things, make a couple details, add maybe supporting views, to what your Revit doesn't already do. But for the most part, if you have Revit, it does everything that you need. AutoCAD is kind of over here more for mechanical drawing, mechanical design. But even then, AutoCAD has different softwares for that. AutoCAD is kind of more, you use it because the industry uses it, but it's really not usually the best tool to have. Very rarely is it something that a company needs and only uses. Normally, companies go for what they need. If you're talking about buildings, architecture, Revit. If you're talking about mechanical engineering, mechanical design, they got SolidWorks or they have um, Inventor. You know, if you're looking at Civil 3D for civil engineers, they got that. You want graphic design, they got something over here. AutoCAD is kind of the thing in the middle that can connect them all if you need to transport one to the other. That's kind of what it's cool for. Or if you really just need a 2D of something and all you're ever going to do is 2Ds, that would be AutoCAD.